Testing. All right. You can cut out that other.
Hey, yo, aim. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, see y'all from Texas, where we sit riding swangers and put diamonds in our neck.
What's going on, everybody? Oh man, what's going on? It's your boy Doc Holiday. We back with another HBCU Saturday night, powered by HBCU Overdrive. As always, make sure that you like the stream, comment, share, and most of all, subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you get everything in your house, everything on your laptop, everything on your phone. HBCU Overdrive, man. We are here in the good house in I just had to say, I just had to say, oh my God, that was, we witnessed a classic. We witnessed a classic today. And if you thought Jackson State fans was some crash outs, oh my God, them PV fans, all 60 of you are crashing out now. I'm gonna say, make sure if my stream lagging. If it's lagging, let me know. Okay, it's lagging a little bit. I apologize for lagging. So it's might be my little old stream. I think the powers that be said you can't talk shit about Prairie View for at least 4 more hours. Hold on. Be right back. All right. I should be back. Hopefully this works. Okay, hopefully this works. If it's lagging, just charge it to my head and not my heart. Anyway, let's get back to it's folks crashing out. It's folks crashing out now. I don't know how. Ooh, we gonna talk about that too. We gonna talk about that. First and foremost, appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. Appreciate you joining us today. Hey. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We are here in the low. We are here to say I told you so. We are here to say I told you so. We are now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would give props where I would give credit to where credit is due. I would give credit to is going that he going to the Celebration Bowl, that he's going to Atlanta. He got there. I would give him props for that. He got there. Tremaine Jackson got to the Celebration Bowl. And he got there. He won the sweat, got to the Celebration Bowl. Did he get it done? No. This one thing, Miss Mary, how you doing? When you up 21 points, you got to keep that. You got to keep your foot on their neck. Lead. You have to keep your foot on their neck, regardless. No matter who it is. You have to keep your foot on their neck. No matter who it is. What up, Squirt? What's up? I'm a Squares in the house. As always, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. I don't know why my thing is going slow today, but we're gonna work on it. It's gonna get done. And make sure you donate to the channel, y'all. Make sure y'all donate to the channel. And also make sure you come on for New Year's. We're gonna have y'all already know what we're gonna do for New Year's. We're gonna set it off for New Year's, y'all. And yes, where is Mr. Ford at? I need Mr. Ford on here. Because I know he got a lot to say. I know he's gonna have something to say about that crowd. A lot of us are going to say something about that crowd because it was sparse. Looks sparse. I don't know who you are. We just gonna get you out of here. So let me tell y'all this. Most of everybody didn't watch the game. I know that. But the few folks that did, the game was a great game. I would say this. It was a great game today. Prairie View jumping out on them 21-0 in the first half, to be exact. I was shocked. Especially after Cam Peters ran it in for the touchdown. I did not think that was the second touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. So, I don't know. And then in the third quarter, well, the attendance not attended. Baby, hold on now. The attendance was not attended like that, dog. Now, in the third quarter, you keep your momentum going. Do not come out. Make sure you keep going and doing the same thing that you did. Cam Peters was hot today. The young man had over 400 yards passing today in this game. 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. So, for things that happen, and I think same things that happen, Prairie View did shut down the run. They shut down the run. Ryan Stubblefield coming into the game for Billy Atkins and young man, Mr. Atkins, make sure you get well because you could have played you try to keep that team together, and you know things happen. Things happen. So going back and then in the third or fourth, the third or fourth quarter, going back and forth. This game should never. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This game should have never went into 4 overtimes. If the kicker would just not push the ball slightly to the right, Prairie View wins the game in the second overtime. Am I lying or not? If the kicker for Prairie View would not have pushed the ball towards the right, and it was you were literally down the middle. You were literally down the middle. Down the middle. You pushed the ball to the right. You pushed the ball to the right. This game would not go to 4 overtimes. Let me be real with you. That second overtime, Prairie View makes the stop. They stopped South Carolina State. They stopped South Carolina State. But listen, they stopped South Carolina State in the second overtime. You get a chance. Cam Peters put you in a position. Cam Peters put the kicker in a position to where all he had to do was just kick the ball straight down the middle and win the game. And it was a good timeout. Yeah, you're right. It was a great timeout. Chinnisberry called that timeout just in time. And pushed the ball to the right. Yeah, shout out to the other young man right there, Jordan Smith. He balled out today. Shout out to Andre Dennis for Prairie View. He balled out today. Josiah Rockwell, he balled out today. But God dang it, shout out Cam Peters balled out today. Cam Peters balled out today. I know now everybody on Twitter, they looking for Lionel. They looking for Lionel. They trying to find out where Lionel at. Where you at, Lionel? Stubblefield was the MVP of the game. He was the offensive MVP of the game. And also by far, it was a fairly clean game. I mean, Prairie View had 5 penalties and the Bulldogs had 7, but it was still a clean game. Ryan Stubblefield comes in the second half, in the second quarter, takes over for Billy Atkins. Billy Atkins started the game. He was 7-9 for 45 yards. Ryan Stubblefield comes in at relief. Atkins goes out with a shoulder injury. He's 15 of 29, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the 1 interception that he did throw, where the safety came in from across. Great play on the ball. Really, they could not run the ball at all. They ran the ball 41 times for 78 yards for a paltry 1.9 yards per average. Even though they did get 3 touchdowns on the ground, they did get 3 touchdowns on the ground. Still, Prairie View's run defense is like that. If you want to play a 3-down line of defense, number 90, you need to get somebody like number 99. That is gonna cause havoc. Because he was in the backfield all day. He was in the backfield all day. Again, Jordan Smith, 9 receptions, 152 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Could have had 3. Is one, and another thing about the defense for South Carolina State, they could not get no pressure on. They could not get any pressure on Cam Peters. They did not have no sack. They couldn't get no. It wasn't no QB hurries. It wasn't no QB hits. They didn't get. They did not get any type of pressure on Cam Peters. But apparently, they won the game. Cam Peters was 24-36, 412 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Also led the team in rushing with 35 yards on 9 carries and another touchdown. The man had 5 total touchdowns, 447 yards of total offense. Andre Dennis, 131 yards on 7 receptions and a touchdown. Cameron Bada, 2 receptions with 91 yards and a touchdown. Is Josiah Rockwell, 6 receptions, 77 yards on the touchdown. Hell, the Ethan John, the tight end, 2 receptions for 17 yards on the touchdown. Rodney Ojo had 70 yards on 3 receptions. My man spread the ball around. He spread it around the well. Prairie View had 4 sacks in the game. 2.5 by Sterling Roberts, the linebacker. But South Carolina State scored where it mattered most. Hold on, y'all. Oh my goodness. Phone ring. Anyway. But yeah. Yeah. You get a 21-point lead. You don't play cute. You keep your foot on the gas. You keep your foot on the gas. Because at first, when you look at the game at first in the first half, you started looking at it like, oh shoot, Chillisberry about to wet the bed again. And when you look at that game for the first half, You look at it like, oh shoot, Chennisberry about to wet the bed again because he don't do good in big games. We saw it last season. You've seen it in the first half of this game. And for them to come and for South Carolina State to come back 21 down, tie the game. And then of course Prairie View scores. It just seemed like nobody made no. I mean, for South Carolina State, the offensive adjustment was bringing in Stubblefield. The defensive adjustment was they really didn't have a defensive adjustment. Offensive adjustment for Prairie View, they didn't do anything to change anything. Defensively, in the second half, nobody had no defense. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Where's Mr. Ford at? Where's Mr. Ford at? I need Mr. Ford on here. And since they was in Atlanta, I think that is the second biggest choke job in history of that city. And Mr. Ford and them ATL streets. First and foremost, let's talk about that crowd. Let's talk about the crowd. Let's talk about the crowd. I mean, South Carolina State brought their 30 fans and Prairie View brought their 15. Hey. It was that crowd was pitiful. I was disappointed in that crowd. I mean, of course, Prairie View, that's a that's that's like almost a 12-hour ride for them. I mean, but for South Carolina State, you come on now. Come on now. Come on now. That crowd was pitiful. Let me see what the attendance was. So I ain't got the final thing on the attendance. They ain't got the final attendance thing. Officially 26,000. 26,000 people showed up to the game. I think that is the smallest crowd since the Celebration Bowl has been formed. For all my military people out there, Army is in the lead 16-10 over Navy in the fourth quarter. And let's talk about that last call. Let's talk about that last call. Now they did get a call right. They got the targeting call right. They got the targeting call right. They got that call right. But the last call of the game. Oh my God, what is going on? The last call of the game. The last call of the game. That was not a score. I'm gonna be honest with you. Be real with you. Let's keep it a buck. That was not a score. That was not a score. It was not a score. Shit, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, if he was alive, Hell, Helen Keller, if she was alive, all of them could have seen that and said that was not a score. You had every damn angle in the world. You had from the top, you had from the side, you had from the view of the player, you have the view from the pylon. Just because you feel like you touch the pylon with your hand does not mean that is a score. I like the hit that the player got put on him because it changed his it shifted his momentum. It shifted his momentum. So you can't end it in the field goal because after the third overtime, everybody goes for two. It speeds it doesn't put all that time on the clock. And you only have one chance to do it. But at the end of the day, the left hand don't have to, the left hand touch the pylon. That's dumb. We know the call was we know it was uphill. It was a replay. I watched the game. I'm sitting on my laptop watching the game. The ball didn't even that makes no sense. The ball never touched the pylon or never crossed over the goal line. How can you touch that? Makes no sense. Oh, I ain't lose. Hey, I ain't lose no parlay. Nah, I ain't lose no parlay. But I'm saying that was not a score. That was not a score. Your attempt is over. It's Prairie View's attempt. That's the dumbest rule I ever heard in my life. Any part of your body touches the pylon, it's a touchdown. That's dumb. That is stupid. It was not a score. First and foremost, yes, you're right. You're right, Chris. It should not have came down to it. It should not have came down to the last play. First mistake was Prairie View giving up a 21-point lead. Second mistake was the targeted call that put South Carolina State in a position to try to get a score. The third mistake was Prairie View's kicker pushing the ball to the right and missing a chip shot field goal. If that's the case, they need to change that rule ASAP. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Nah, I can't show the press conference, man. That's through ESPN and ABC. I could get flagged for that. You know, it was we talking about it wasn't not a touchdown, but I'm just saying it was still a score. So the 2-point conversion, they treated that like a touchdown, in a sense. But in a way, though, they just need to change that rule. They need to change that rule. Any part of your body. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's done because that ball was purely out. His momentum was going out of bounds. But I can say this though. I can be real. I can say this. Just by just by Tremaine Jackson even saying that he's going to Atlanta is a flex within itself. I'm not saying I'm not giving South Carolina State credit for winning because I'm giving them all the credit. For y'all to come back, Mr. Haynes, you know me. I don't I'm HBC all the way, but I'm a swag guy first and foremost, and I'm from Texas, so of course, ma'am, ma'am, baby, give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give it here. Give me your phone. They had a hell of a season. Hey, y'all got that. It come on, it's a flex. The flex was the man said in his interview in January, I am going to Atlanta. I ain't going to win the SWAC. The man won the SWAC in his first season. The man went to Atlanta in his first season. He won the division in his first season. That is a flex. Now, if he would have won the whole thing, that is the biggest flex. And they could talk all they shit for a whole 365. And year two, guess what? Nobody's not going to take them lightly. Nobody's not going to take them lightly, y'all. Nobody's not going to take them lightly. Look at the teams that was in the West. Prairie View was over 500. They won. They won the division. Grambling was over 500. They sat in second place. Texas Southern was over 500. In fact, they was tied for second place with Grambling. That's three teams right there. Look in the West. I mean, look in the East. Jackson State was hands all favorite to win the East. We didn't get the SWAC, the whole thing, but we won the division. Look at Alabama State. Had a 10-win season in 20 years. The first 10-win season in 20 years. Look at Bethune-Cookman. They was in the abyss. had APR issues and everything. They won 6 games this season. They beat FAMU. Alabama A&M had slipped. They had their growing pains. But look out for them in the East next season. FAMU, hey, it was not the best season that you had. We know this because you fired your head coach on his birthday. And Valley is going to be Valley. But they got a win over FAMU. I think this season the SWAC was very competitive. I'll give you a horns down. How about that? How about that? I give you a horns down. Hey, I don't like Texas like that. I'm from Texas, but I don't like the Longhorns. We can say the West was weak and everything. It doesn't matter. The West won the SWAC. The West, until this year, the West has not won the SWAC since Grambling. So, but I'm just saying. First time the team from the West won the SWAC. Because remember, you can't count Alcorn in the West because they was in the East before realignment. Before expansion. Remember, Alcorn was in the East. But still, though, you can say it was weak. But hey, they the one who won the conference and went to the Celebration Bowl. I cannot sit here and be like they was weak. They was weak. Yeah, they beat us. I mean, they beat us. Yeah, I'm gonna see what Mr. Ford at. Hold on. Well, I just called him, man. He had a graduation party, but he said he's gonna try to get on. So, and let's see. In other news, of course, I know there was speculations about Quinn Gray becoming FAMU's next head coach. Let me see what's the well, you know, college graduations are around this time. So oh my goodness. Over here, so you get to go home. Be with your Lord. Oh, Mr. Jones, Mr. Emmett. All right, let's talk about this for a second. Yesterday, South Oak Cliff defeated Melissa. That's another school in the DFW area, north of Dallas. Uh, uh, past Allen. South Oak Cliff beat them. Oh, here you go. South Oak Cliff beat them 35-17. Alito lost to Frisco Lone Star. All right, Mr. Ford.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh Lord, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
All right, Mr. Ford, can you hear
I can hear you. I'm saying, can
me?
you hear me? I can hear
Yeah, I
you.
can hear you now.
Yeah. Listen, man, that was one for the ages, man. That was one for the ages.
All right.
Can,
So
can you,
what's your takes from the game?
oh man, I enjoyed it, man. That was a classic, man. Listen, that's your homeboy, Stubblefield. That's your homeboy, isn't it? Isn't he a Texan?
Yeah, he from Houston.
Yeah. Listen, man, he rallied them, man. He rallied them. That's why I always tell people you got to have
Oh
more
yeah,
than one quarterback. He rallied them, man. Prairie View dominated that first half. They were up 21-0. Getting ready to come into the second half. They brought Stubblefield in there,
yeah.
man. That dude, he rallied them. Now, did he get the game MVP?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's supposed to get it, bro. I'm at a graduation party. Can you hear the music?
Yeah, I can hear it. You good though?
Yeah. I'm at a.
So how you feel about the crowd?
Okay, what was the numbers? What you heard the numbers? Yeah. You listen, man. You know I've been mad about them not selling the game to the locals. Now, all of the since Thursday, all of the local news stations have been dedicating at least 20 to 30-second spots on the news telecast to the Celebration Bowl. Our major network is WSB. That's who showed the game. And then we have WAGA, and they have one Channel 9 and 146. All of them did do something, a story about the Celebration Bowl. And I think it started last night. On the ticker for ESPN, you could see where they were advertising the game. But I still thought they did a really poor job of selling the game to the city, man. Listen, it's 7 million people in the metro Atlanta area, man. We can get 50,000 up in that easily if they would just sell the game to the city, to the locals.
Yeah.
Because that was a classic, man. That was a classic.
Oh yeah, it was a great game.
Yes, it was.
They should have never been down 21-0 though.
Listen, man, I like that.
They should have never let should never let them back into the game like that.
You know
that
what? And shout out to Blue. You know, Blue always did talk about Stubblefield and how he always liked Stubblefield. Stubblefield showed it tonight, man. He came in there with a heart of steel, bro. And he made them guys play, man. They were down 21-0. They could have quit. But they didn't, man. They rallied and tied that thing up, man. You know.
Yeah, it's whew.
Oh, this what I meant to ask you about now. I was talking to some of y'all folks, some of them Jacksonians here in Atlanta. They say y'all finna bring in 2 FBS quarterbacks. Is that true?
I don't know, cause shoot, my mind been on work for the last couple of days.
Because I thought that they probably would hand that job to that Lockhart kid, but I was told, I don't know if the guy told me, so they bringing in 2. They bringing in 2 FBS quarterbacks and possibly another high school kid.
Oh yeah, we got a couple of high school kids, and one coming from Vigor High School.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah. You signed a kid from, was it Alabama? Was it Mobile?
Yeah, Vigor from Vigor High School, Mobile.
Right, that's right. Now you got another one coming.
I think we got another one that's coming.
Is he a Mississippian or is he from somewhere else?
I don't know. I got to look at everything because I've been kind of. I've been kind of.
Oh yeah. I know. Me too. We close it out next week, man. So I know what you mean, bro. We close it out next week. Yeah.
Yeah. It's man. That's it. The game was now the last game. The last play of the game. They said I feel like it wasn't a score.
I didn't think it was a score. But that didn't lose them the game. Now, listen, that didn't lose them the game. That game, I mean, you got to remember they had a chance to win it. That guy missed that field goal. Remember the little freshman kicker? They could have walked away with it if he had hit that field goal now. You know, I don't believe in one play making no game, especially no game like that. But no, I didn't think he scored either. I didn't think.
Keep talking, Mr. Ford.
Oh yeah. I was just man, that game was, listen, man. Was that a 3 hour? How many? You know how many hours? How long was that game? I got to pull up that box score. That's got to be 3 hours, about 30 minutes, wasn't it? It was 4 overtimes, right?
Yeah, it was close to 4 hours.
Yeah. Listen, man, I really enjoyed that game, man. I really enjoyed that game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought until the end that Prairie View was gonna win. I did. I thought Prairie View was gonna win the game. But it was a great game, man. It was a great game.
Oh yeah.
That game will be talked about. Huh?
Now let's talk about FAMU. Give people your take on FAMU. I'll be right back.
Yeah, now you know I've been hollering Queen Great for a long time now. Yeah, I think Quinn gets the job next week. Now, like I always tell you, Doc, Quinn is going to come in totally offensive. And one of the things he's going to have is he's got to have an outstanding defensive coordinator and a defensive staff. Because when you get people like Quinn, the defense can go neglected. And in the SWAC right now, if you can't stop people, you can't win championships. And that's what they want to do in Tallahassee. They want to win championships. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's who's that? Emmett Jones. You absolutely right, man. They made some second half adjustments, but I thought both of them did. I thought both of them made some second. Because I'm gonna tell you, the quarterback for South Carolina State that got hurt, he was totally confused. That was surprising to me. He was totally confused. But this kid, Stubblefield, came in, man. Whew. Man. Yeah, I know that's right. Listen, Jackson State will be back in 2026. Now, listen, Doc, let me ask you this. Now, how many seniors are y'all losing off this football team? Off of the team?
It's quite a few that we lost.
So you think TC bringing in, what, about 30, 40 new players?
Probably so. I would say about 40.
Yeah, about 40 new players, right. You think, now, what we talking about 15 to 20 high school players and the rest of them transfer portal guys?
More likely, yeah.
Yeah. Man, listen, man, that game tonight, I was thinking about, I can't wait to signing day. I can't wait to spring football. I can't wait till the season starting. That, man, listen, SWAC football is going to another level, man. It's going to another level, man.
Yeah, I looked at it when I got home this morning from work. I seen that Cam Salas entered the portal for Jackson State.
Did?
Yeah.
Cam Salas entered the portal?
Mm-hmm.
I liked him, man. I thought he was a big time player. He the kid 15, right? The safety?
Yeah, the safety.
Yeah, you know what?
Ahmad Miller gone.
I knew about Ahmad.
I think he's going to go back home to Memphis.
Play for her. He's gonna play for her.
Uh-huh.
So what about Cam Salas?
I don't know yet.
He's got good size. Now he transferred. Was it Kansas State?
Yeah, Kansas State.
What it is, bro? Mr. Ford, what's happening?
What's going on, man?
Mr. Ford, what's happening? I mean,
hey, how you doing?
Listen, brother. I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna make it brief. I mean, Bama State should have been in that game. Let me just put that out there real quick. I just want to put that out there. Listen, man. PV, y'all played scared tonight. Not really sure why. Yeah, I'm coming with major drama, bro. Like I'm putting it out there. PV played scared. Scared money don't make money. Bro.
Hey, man.
3-3-5 defense. Bro, listen. Whatever your playbook is, whatever you sent over to South Carolina State, this is what we run all season long. Bro, you go to the playbook for plays you ain't even ran, and you show up like, yo, this is what we doing. I mean, think about it, bro. You're up 21.
Yeah.
You up 21. Bro, again, this is Jimmy Johnson's Miami Hurricanes school of thought. Bro, when you up, you run the score up to let the media know we ain't in the same lane. I feel sorry for PV because Coach Jackson, you came in with house money. You came in with house money
too. I ain't gonna lie to you. You bet with the house money too.
Right, bro. You up 21. Bro, you supposed to put your foot on their neck and say, look, we ain't the same. And I think they played scared. I hate that for them because they should have won that game.
Yep.
And there's no way you go into one overtime, 2, 3, was it 4 overtimes?
4 overtimes.
Yeah. I mean, think about it, bro. You up 21. Name a game, Mr. Ford, help me out. Name a game that you have seen where a team was up 21 and went into 4 overtimes and lost.
Not just say let's go into 4 overtimes. Let's say just be up 21 over 21 points and still lose the game. The last time I seen it, it was a team that same team in Atlanta that wear that black and red.
My point exactly, bro. I'm just talking about, like, bro, you up 21. You up 21. We're not talking about it's a close game, back and forth, defensive nightmare. We're not talking about that. You up 21. 21 strong. Bro, by most cases, old school football, old school basketball, you up 21, call the ball, game over. Ain't no way you up 21 and you lose this game. Ain't no way. I think they played scared. But I will say, if Coach Jackson stays, Prairie View gonna be a problem. They're gonna be a problem in the regular season at least, because they have the right chemistry. They got the right tools to do what they got to do to be competitive. Texas Southern, you on notice. Grambling, you on notice. Everybody else in the SWAC outside of Jackson and Bama State, y'all on notice. If PV is on your schedule and Jackson is the head coach, understand what you saw at the later part of the regular season. This is what you got to deal with.
And what you got to deal with it.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I mean, outside of SWAC affiliation, like, don't get me wrong. I'm just going to say, and for all the PV fans out there, just understand, if they had won the Celebration Bowl, it was Bama State co-SWAC champs.
Been on here talking they talk.
Because I would have shot that down too. Because I would have said,
if PB would have won the Celebration Bowl, they would have been on this show right now talking their shit.
Bro, I would have been right here.
Lionel would be right here on the show talking his Lord.
Bro, shout out to Lionel, but I would have told him, look, Bama State is co-SWAC champs. Let's just not get that misunderstood. Let's not get that misunderstood. And I was going to troll him, but I'm saying, bro, you was in a position. You were right there. You up 21, bro. Like, I ain't gonna even lie. Like, man, my heart broke for PV fans. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Up 21 and a lose like that. But I will say, this is an opportunity for HBCU head coaches. Bro, I need to go overseas and find you a soccer player. I don't care if he's German, Israeli, or whatever. You better go find you somebody who plays soccer and say, my dog, I got a scholarship waiting for you. All I need you to do is put this ball in that upright from whatever distance we put you in. Like, I am dead serious, bro. Like, PV could have won this game a long time ago and been done with it. Like, that's one of the things that I will say, because shout out to my guy Jada Wakanda. We talked about it. I know, man. Look, bro, he's Jackson State alum, bro. He'll tell you. We talked about it. HBCUs, you better go find you a kicker. Find you a kicker, bro, that don't look like us. And say, look, dog, all I need you to do is get me some points. When my offense ain't clicking right and my defense struggling, bro, listen, if your kicker can give you 9 points on the board, bro, that's 9 points your offense couldn't put up on the board. I hate that for PV. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man, because ain't no way you up 21 and you lose this game, bro. Like, my heart go out to him. You help me, Doc. Help me understand what you saw, because I struggle to make sense of, bro, it like Coach Jackson was scared, bro. It like he had coached his first game in his life.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what I saw. This is what I saw. In the second half, in the third start of the third quarter, you give a 3 and out on South Carolina State. You get a 3 and out, right? Okay. All right. You damn near fumbled the ball. You muffed the punt. Let's talk about that. I forgot about that one too. They muffed the punt.
Facts.
They muffed the punt. I totally forgot about that. They muffed the punt. They recovered it. Now, doing the South Carolina State sniffed that out. Like, literally hit I'm talking about, when I say he hit the running back, dude hit the running back, stalled him out. You should have never that pitch. Go down. Just go.
Just go down. Like, I'm just talking about, dog.
That's all.
That third quarter. That third quarter. I ain't gonna even lie.
Pitch the ball back to him like that,
bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
You gave this team a very
facts.
Yeah, you gave them a very short field.
Dog, we talking about, dude, that third quarter. The third quarter is when PV lost the game. They ain't losing in overtime. They lost it in the third quarter. You gave up 21, bro. And you was up 21. That's when they lost the game. They ain't lose. OT was consequential.
You gave up 21 in the third quarter. And you gave up 20. You gave up 21 points. It's in like 5.5 minutes. That's how bad that was right there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You gave up 20. And again, we talking, okay, 7, cool, 14.
That's how bad that was.
Dog, we talking about 21, dog. That's 3 scores, 3 field goals. Like, dog. And again, when you look back at the regular season, right? When they played Bama State, using a dogfight, you played Jackson State. Using a dogfight early, you was up. But then, and here's the thing, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you, and this is no shade to Jackson State. There's no shade to nobody else. But if Bama State is in this game, I think Andrew Body puts on a clinic. Game over. South Carolina State, have a good night. I think PV came in the game. They got up 21. got comfortable and called the dog. And I don't know why. I really don't, because if I'm up 21, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm in the 4 wide. I'm going downfield. I'm airing it out. I am letting your fans know we not the same. I'm letting your fans know we not the same. I'm letting Chinnisberry know, look, brother, appreciate you coming out, but we in a whole different category, bro. I'm gonna get a 48-0, and I might start putting in second and third stringers, bro. That's my take on it, because that's how you win a championship. You beat them into submission, and you say, look, we came in with a mission. We didn't come here to hang out with you. We ain't come here to dap you up, shake hands. No, we come here for business. I'm gonna beat you out the gate. Like the moment PV stepped off the bus, plane, whatever it is, the moment you step off, it's business. South Carolina State show up. Hey, what's going on? I'm real quiet. I'm letting you know. At the moment the kickoff was done, I'm letting you know. Every opportunity I get to run this score up, I'm running it up, and I am letting you know we are the superior team. And for whatever reason, Coach Jackson forgot about that. And we talking about halftime adjustments, bro. Like, this is halftime. Like, bro, they put up 21 in the third. It wasn't the second quarter or the first quarter. They put up 21 in the third. That means your OC and your DC wasn't on all cylinders.
Can I say this, though?
Go ahead.
Can I say this, though?
I'm listening, bro. Go ahead.
Tremaine Jackson has been in a championship game 3 straight years in a row.
Facts.
They've been in a Tremaine Jackson. Let's put it like this. Tremaine Jackson has been in a championship game 3 years in a row. In 3 years straight, he has not won the big one.
Facts.
I'm just putting it out there. He has not won the big one.
It made me ask the question. And I'm not doubting what he's done at PV. I ain't taking it away.
My thing running slow.
I ain't taking it away. I think he's done a great job at PV. But bro, up 21 and lose in 4 overtimes. Come on, dog. Like this, look. Here's the thing, bro. They put up 21 in the third quarter. Whatever timeouts you got, hey, timeout. Hold on a second. Let's reset. What were we doing in the first half that worked that's not working in the second half? That's what you ask yourself, right? Yeah, and you ask that question in the third quarter. And to be honest, I'm asking that question after the first score.
They passed the ball.
Right. But I'm asking,
yeah, they passed the ball.
Doc, they run a 3-3-5. They run a 3-3-5. What? How is your receiver getting?
Hold on 1 second. Hey, hold on. Let me. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me reload page. Let me reload this page. Oh goodness. Let's see. Oh man.
Shout out to Uncle Sid, man. Don't do me like that, bro. Uncle Sid, you're a real one. Hey, we ain't talking about JSU, bro. I'm just saying, like, Chris Barnett, that was on him. Why you call it to the short side, bro? The wide side was wide open.
All right. All right. Let me see if this works because my shit been glitching.
You good, bro?
All right, we good?
You good?
All right.
I hate it for PV though.
We good. All right.
They had the opportunity. PV had the opportunity. And
Now
they fumbled.
Now I'm gonna get to some folks in the chat. Some of the folks in the chat said they said I done glossed over. You said that Alabama State co-champs in the SWAC.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I am gonna call that 100%. Alabama State co-SWAC champs. Like, it is what it is. Again, shout out to Uncle Sid. You're a real one. Look, man, PV had their shot. PV had their shot. Man. They were right there, bro. Like, they played with house money and they played scared for whatever reason. I don't know why. Up 21, bro. You supposed to go to the back of the playbook, plays nobody has ever seen, and call them plays. Like, just for shits and giggles. Because you're up 21. But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I had a problem with them calling a reverse up 21. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, dog, like, we not even talking about. Look, you can run a solid play out of a solid formation. It don't have to be a trick play. Up 21, you don't have to run trick plays up 21, dog. Like, you can run just a different formation. You can run an ISO out of a different formation and not have it be a trick play. But there was no reason for you to run a reverse up 21. Like, who you trying to get cute for? ESPN?
Yeah. That's
the part I struggle with, man.
You trying to get cute for the prom.
Yeah, but I'm saying, man, think about it. You up 21. What you running a reverse for? You got their back against the wall. All you have to do is grind them out. That's all you have to do. And again, think about it. You up 21. They in desperation mode. You not. All you got to do, finish the game. And for whatever reason, I don't know. OC, DC, like maybe their headphones was not synced. I don't know what it was, bro. But that's when y'all link up and say, look, it's business as usual. Let's keep this game going. Let's go ahead and finish it up. We good to go. We up by 3 scores. All you gotta do,
touchdown.
all you gotta do is finish the game, bro. That's all you gotta do. At best, this game should have been a 1-2 score game.
But you know what though? This championship game is going to be defined by the third quarter. It's going to be defined by the third quarter of this game. People are going to talk about that third quarter of this game for years to come.
100%. If you talk about PV got, if you talk about PV got 12 fans, you just flip the numbers.
Up 21.
I ain't even trying to be funny, dog. Like
funny.
I ain't even trying to be funny, bro. I'm dead serious, bro. Like, dog, go find you a German, Israeli, African, whoever. Go find you one of them international soccer players, dog. And say, look, I got a scholarship, bro. I just need you to put this ball and that upright. That's it. Game over. We out. Bro, they literally left the bag on the table. Like the bag was literally in their hand the entire time, and they left the bag on the table.
They left the bag on the table. Yep.
They left the bag on the table. And here's the thing. PV wasn't even reaching for the bag, bro. You up 21, PV scrapping and I mean, bro, they are literally calling home like, yo, this game over. I'm probably gonna transfer. It is what it is. Dog. All you gotta do is close it out.
I'm going to the portal. I pissed down my leg. The moment was too big for me. The kicker didn't. Hey, Trap. The kicker did not blow the game. The kicker just pushed it to the right just a smidge and missed the field goal. But that was the second field goal that he missed.
That's
in the game.
But again,
here's the thing.
why do you put your kicker in that position?
Because you lost a 21-point lead.
Dog, when you put your kicker in that position, you basically saying, "Look, my
that's
dog."
The reason why you got your kicker in the position that he was in.
Right, you put your kicker in that position. You're basically saying, "Look, my dog, I really don't care about you, but I need you to win this for me, and I'm gonna talk trash about you behind your back." That's the position that PV put their kicker in. No, your offense, defense. Bro, you supposed to seal this up. Because again, think about it, bro. As a player, you're watching the scoreboard. We're up 21. You up 21. You like, yo, it's in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call a little baby that I just met up with in Atlanta. I'm gonna tap in. Put this game over with, and we good to go, bro. You already got
about to go to Magic City,
dog.
My plan's ready,
bro. You done already lined this up. You're like, look, if we win big, I'm tapping in. Then all of a sudden, after the game over with, you on read, my boy. Like, she ain't even responding. She like, yo, y'all was up 21 and y'all lost. Like, nah, I ain't even tapping in with you. Like, I'm finna go holler at my boy over here from South Carolina State. Bro, do you know what that feel like? I mean, again, bro. Like, we ain't even trying to be funny, bro. Like, we just saying they had it. They had it. And if we're talking about hoisting the flag for the SWAC, they blew it.
So let's talk about, since Celebration Bowl is over, since the season is over with, we got some things to talk about. Who would be FAMU's head coach?
Ooh, I mean, it's only one name, bro.
Quinn Gray.
Quinn Gray. That's it. I mean, outside of Quinn Gray, if we just being honest, I mean, bro, outside of somebody from the NFL, bro, it is Quinn Gray or bust. And here's the thing. They could have went this route before Cozy. Somehow they thought Cozy was the guy. I'm not really sure where. I mean, think about it, bro. Like, what did Cozy show you as FAMU administration that Cozy was the guy? That's the question I'm asking.
Keep his ass in jail. Hold on now. You can keep it. Yeah, you can keep this nigga in jail right here.
Not in Florida.
We do not want to see that
keep him in jail. Bro, here's the thing.
He gonna have to snow bunnies, cuz.
Bro, I'm a Bama State and I'm a Michigan fan. Bama State, Michigan, or nothing, right? You know,
oh shit,
bro. $30 million fumble. and hold on, bro. Like, we ain't even talking about a super dime, but we talking about a side piece. I'm asking the question. I'm asking.
Bro,
hold on, bro. I'm gonna ask the chat, to the fellas in the chat, what has a side piece done that make you fumble 30 M's? What type of, bro, this is no longer throat goat. This is no longer throat goat.
Oh shit.
We passed that. I'm asking, what does the side piece do for you where you fumble 30 M's? I'm just asking. Like, I ain't even trying to be funny. I'm just asking the real question. I'm asking the question because, again, for me, if I'm the criminal investigator, I'm asking the question. Hey, look, Sharon Moore, let me ask you a question. What did she do to you, for you, by you, that made you fumble 30 M's? I'm asking the question, because I'm making about 60, 70,000 a year. I just want to ask you, because again, bro, I did the math. We talking about $500K a month. What did she do for you to make you fumble 30 mil? Keep in mind, you got a wife and 3 daughters. You know what? In fact, I need to go lock up the executive assistant, because whatever she has done to you to make you fumble 30 M's, oh yeah, she don't need to be on the streets with nobody.
And then you got her pregnant. And then you got her pregnant. Shit, nigga,
that's why you over there stalking.
At least Bobby Petrino, when he was at Arkansas, was like, nah, nigga, I wasn't on the motorcycle. She wasn't on the motorcycle. She was somewhere else.
Dog.
He was not trying to take that far.
Bro.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen. Immediately when it broke, I said, men don't stalk women unless there is something major going on. Because again, she went from making $56,000 a year as an executive assistant to making $99,000 a year. Right? Look, if you want to upgrade and do what you got to do, because you know that's your little side piece or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But bruh, you need to have boundaries set up. Like, look, I tap in when I tap in, if I tap in. But bruh, because you upgraded her salary and you had access to her, now all of a sudden, what it was, when you got her pregnant, you didn't want your wife to find out. There were other ways you could have went about this. This brother just messed it up for a whole bunch of people. So no, Sharon Moore don't need to come to the HBCU spaces in any capacity. Like, not even as an offensive analyst. Like, no, bro, you bringing too much baggage that the fans gonna have to defend or repel. No, keep that right where you at.
Yep.
A 30M fumble, dog. I'm just saying. If we just keeping it a bean, a whole bean.
That's the biggest. That's the biggest fumble right there,
bro. We
$30
million
fumble.
Bro, we talking about a whole bean. 30 M's.
The hell with Prairie View fumble the ball on the reverse play. That's the biggest fumble right.
Bro, we talking about 30 M's. You have to put yourself in the position to look at it and say,
let's not forget about Mel Tucker, because he lost a lot of M's with his dumb ass too up there in Michigan State.
I'm looking at them brothers and I'm like, seriously, this is what we doing. Like, as hard as it is for a black guy to get a head coaching job at the FBS level. I was on HBCU Sports. They had a live earlier tonight, right? Mm-hmm. And we were talking about the opportunities that black men get as head coaches, right? In these PWI spaces. You have just basically threw that away. Like, bro, and here's the thing. It's not like Michigan was a run-of-the-mill program. We talking about blue blood, cream of the crop. But we talking about the type of money that they bring to the table, NIL deal, just overall what the school can provide. As a black guy, you are supposed to set the precedent to say, listen, I won here. I'm good. I'm moving on. I am setting the standard for the next guy in line. Hopefully it's another brother. And you fumbled it over. I mean, let's be honest. Because I seen the picture. Subpar, side piece, box.
The JJ.
Again, I'm asking, like, what?
Oh, Jesus.
What did she do? Like, what type of throat was available to you, my boy, that you said 30 M's? Nah, I'm good. I'm finna gamble it away. And I mean, no disrespect to the women in the chat. I'm not saying that. I'm not disrespecting any woman. I am simply saying you had probably the best opportunity of any black man, at least in the last probably 2 decades. And you threw it away. over
He
a
need to be
snowball,
like, bro. He need to be like Charles Huff. He need to be
Facts.
like Charles Huff and just just move the way you move.
Bro, we talking about blue blood program, bro.
See,
And here's the thing.
you know
I'm
what?
a Michigan man.
Let's
I
talk about.
I'm a Bama State Michigan man through and through. I support Bama State and Michigan football through and through. But there is no way that you set yourself like, bro, you were literally handed a silver platter with all utensils and you threw it away. And here's the thing, bro. I ain't even lie to you. I did not know what his wife looked like. And I was like, wait a minute. What are we even doing, bro? And then I compared it to what I saw as the executive assistant. And I said, yep, this brother has some mental
He was smoking
issues.
crack.
Yeah, he got some mental issues.
He was smoking crack.
Because again, bro, like
what you think about? So
talk to me.
Let's get to this. What you think about Marshall Faulk at Southern? Because I should have called you. I should have called you the day that he got hired over at Southern.
Man, listen. If I am Marshall Faulk, first thing I'm doing, I'm going overseas and finding me a kicker. Look, I need somebody to kick. Just in case I get in some close games, I need me a kicker. I promise you, Doc, I am not lying. If I am Marshall Faulk, let me go find me a kicker who can give me a 45, 50-yard bomb. Right? I think that's good for Southern, man. I don't even lie to you. Outside of the whole celebrity hire, I'm not really big on celebrity hires, but I think Marshall Faulk is good for Southern. Based off the fact, Marshall Faulk is from Louisiana, right? Even though he didn't go to an HBCU, I think he is good for them. I hope that the Southern administration and alumni base allow him to really bring in the staff and the players that he wants to really recruit. Because again, I think for any head coach, especially football, you need at minimum 4 to 5 years to see their vision. You can't bring a guy in year 1, year 2, and then say, yep, I'm going to let you go. No, they need at minimum 4 to 5. Because Marshall Faulk being a running back, a Hall of Fame running back, I know for a fact he wants to establish a run game. So that means you're going to have to give him an opportunity to build what? That offensive line, because he knows in order for me to get the yards that I've gotten to be a Hall of Fame player, I need a solid offensive line. And so I'm saying I hope Southern, as an administration, as a fan base, give him time to build what he needs to build to be a championship program. If you give him time, I'm going to tell you, in the next 4 years, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Southern is in the Celebration Bowl. But you got to give him time, bro. Like you can't give him 1 or 2 years and just say, it didn't work out. You can't do that.
Right. I give you that.
Morehouse is open. They let go of Mathis.
Yes, Morehouse is open. Yeah, Terrence Mathis got let go. Don't know why he got let go, but he got let go this week.
You can't like at Morehouse, bro. Like at Morehouse, it's a different dynamic. It's a different dynamic at Morehouse. Like Morehouse has money. Like let's make no mistake about it. Morehouse has money, but Morehouse is not an athletic institution. until Morehouse decides to become an institution that invests in athletics, it doesn't matter who they're gonna bring in, bro. They're not gonna win there. They'll win a couple games, but
Right.
until they decide that, hey, I mean, because again, think about the pedigree of Morehouse. Ain't no way you shouldn't be winning. Right.
Yes.
Right. But the money that comes into Morehouse just from alumni, you have to invest if you're serious. If you're not serious, it's fine. But at that point, like, that's when you kind of make a public announcement, like, look, football, basketball, or whatever other sports is not really our thing. It's kind of a intramural type thing that we got going on. Like, we just happen to compete, but we're not trying to compete nationally until they start to put that money where their mouth is. Bro, you can bring Nick Saban in. Bro, you can bring Nick Saban into Morehouse and have a whole NFL staff. They ain't gonna win unless they start wanting to invest in Morehouse athletics. And I hate that for them. You know, this HBCU realm next season will be pretty interesting because I want to see where FAMU goes.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I really want to see if FAMU turns the corner, especially by them being in the SWAC. Like, it's important for FAMU, Bama State, Grambling, Southern. It's important for these institutions to be competitive. Shout out to Tennessee State, man. I wish y'all stop trying to be with the other folks. Come home. We're right here. We've been waiting on you. You know, all you gotta do is just tap in and say, hey, you want to come to the SWAC? We'll welcome you in. I'm just saying. Come on. Yeah, I mean, come where you appreciate it, not where you tolerate it. That's the same thing with, you know. And if I'm just being honest, man. You in the Ohio Valley, and it is what it is. I ain't okay if you want to compete in Ohio Valley, that's great. But what is the Ohio Valley Conference doing for Tennessee State as an institution? If you don't come to the SWAC, at least go to the MEAC. At least go to the MEAC. Just tap on the door and say, hey, MEAC, I'm trying to add a 7th member. You know.
Oh yeah, Grambling and Jesse are back in Vegas. Grambling playing in Vegas again next season.
That's dope. That's dope. I like it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I like that. That fan base is there. I respect it. Even though, you know, I'm gonna put it out here in the atmosphere, I still got a little hate for Alcorn fans. You know, I needed y'all to pull off that.
Damn.
Yeah. I need y'all to pull off that miracle. You know, that would have sent, you know, Bama State to the SWAC championship. I just want to tap in with you. Like, we was right
in
there.
other words, he said y'all niggas should have been
I'm dead ass serious, bro. Like, listen, so what are we even doing?
What he said? He said y'all niggas shouldn't be praying for you.
Dead serious, bro. Straight up though, I'm looking forward to this upcoming season, man. Like, listen, I think Valley is turning a corner. Give them time at Valley, bro. Give them time at Valley. Like, listen, like, you don't have to play down there with that tall grass and be struggling. I mean, Valley got a nice setup going on for them. Give Valley a time, a moment to regroup, and I think they have the opportunity to make some shape. Like, they're proving that they can do it. It's just a matter. I think they needed the right leadership, and they need a couple more pieces, and they could knock off some heavy hitters. Just being honest. Sam Shade, A&M, they in position. They just need a little time. Bethune, I ain't even lie to you. I do not like Bethune right now. If Bethune had a couple pieces, I don't know if Bethune loses a lot of games.
My thing been tripping. I don't know what's up with my thing. Hampton got their guy. I think their guy's coming from new head coach is coming from Kansas State.
It could work out. It could work out.
He's coming from Kansas State. Was the defensive coordinator under Chris Kleiman.
It could work. It could work
at Kansas State. Now since Chris Kleiman is gone, he's retiring, and so Colin Klein is the new head coach at Kansas State. So he getting his opportunity to be a FCS head coach at a HBCU. Winston-Salem State got their guy in Torrey Woodbury.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
If he can make this turn around, Winston-Salem State gonna be able to talk a lot of trash. If he can make this turn, they'll be able to talk a lot of trash. I want this win for them. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. Like, when I saw the announcement, I'm like, yo, Winston State, it's their guy. Yeah. I think this works out for Winston-Salem. I ain't gonna even lie to you. This works out in their favor. Trap music 6708. Yes. Tennessee State should leave the Ohio Valley Conference 100%. There's no need for them to be in the OVC. About Unit 87, 89. The SWAC not begging Tennessee State to join the SWAC. The SWAC will be fine without them. We just simply saying, come where you appreciate it. That's all we saying. Family is family. You over on the other side eating raisins and a potato salad. We just want you to come over here and get some of this real potato salad with the macaroni and cheese and the dressing with the fried turkey with it. That's all we saying. Hey, yo, White Dot is on pause. So I'm put it out here. Sharon Moore, black guy, messed it up for a lot of black coaches. Apparently, Sharon Moore allegedly offered OnlyFans models season tickets in exchange for a foursome at a Houston hotel hours after winning the 2024 national championship game. Brother, what are we even doing? Wow. Sharon Moore, brother. Have you ever listened to this? Your wife ain't gonna take half, she's gonna take all of it. And whatever's left, the other person gonna take that too. Man. G Boom. Ain't no pennies, my guy. G Boom, ain't no pennies, my guy. T Jack, he fumbled that. Not even really sure what he was doing as a head coach with the headset on. He fumbled it. Like I'm gonna need you to call down to PB's administration and ask what was going on when he was calling the plays.
Oh shit! Oh Lord, man, I had to check. I had to go on my phone, bro. This is crazy.
My bad, Doc. Look, bro, I was just
No,
trying to
no,
keep the
no,
conversation going.
no. You good? You good? You good? Man, my look like my stuff crashing, but I don't know what's up. I gotta restart this whole laptop over. But anyway, man, we good though, man, cause this is G Boom. So let me go get back to the game, man. We're gonna get back to the game. You up 21-0.
21.
21-0.
2-1.
What was you think? What was up? What was y'all rationale of thinking? I'm just what was the rationale of thinking?
Bro, we
Like,
talking about right, dive left. Like ball control, something like I don't look. Running a reverse up 21 is crazy.
now it wouldn't start if you didn't muff the punt. If you didn't muff the punt, you know what I'm saying? it'd have been something different. I got you, McCarr. Yeah, you run halfback dive, then you don't you that's something that come on, man.
Bro, you could have lined up in a goal line set up 21 and been straight.
Man, straight down the middle.
For real.
What up, McCarr?
Brother Bakari, talk to us.
we you on mute if you try to talk.
Oh man, how y'all doing? And peace to the chat. It's been a long time, Doc.
I know.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you when I knew Prairie View had lost their game. Now, it was in overtime. When on 3rd and 3, they don't try to get a first down. Me and my homeboy was on the phone talking because he I said they didn't try to get a first down. He didn't try to get first down. He didn't even try. Remember, the quarterback just got the ball and went back to the middle of the field and took a knee on 3rd and 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he did on 3rd and 3. I was like, man, that's the. I don't know. That's the double. Man,
They
I've
lost
seen them
momentum.
in the last couple of games.
Brother Bakari, let me ask you a question. Do you think Coach Jackson got in the moment and his nerves got the best of him and he got afraid?
Like he started playing not to lose instead of. I don't know, man. They couldn't stop him. I don't know if he got afraid or not, but they couldn't stop him. Their defense couldn't stop him no more.
Bro, you up 21. Like, I mean, to give up again, like we talking you up 21. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to go wrong to be up 21 and all of a sudden now you tied up.
Hey,
Like,
but you
what
touched
even
on
happened?
it. You touched on it. What switched the momentum? You touched on it. What switched the momentum? When they ran that damn reverse back there and fumbled their ball, that switched the momentum of the game right there.
Right,
That's
what
one
I'm
of the
saying.
momentum of South Carolina State. Yep.
Like, why even run that play at that point in the game? Like, that's something that you run in the first quarter or the fourth quarter and the game is close. You don't run that when you up.
Yep. That play to me was equivalent to Jackson State against Prairie View with 45 seconds left in the first half. You passing down there around 15-yard line. Just basically gave them 3 points. Because that's what they did, just basically gave them a touchdown.
Right.
They basically gave them a touchdown. It stole the momentum. And I like old Coach Suge Knight Jackson.
He called him Suge Knight, bro.
Suge Knight Jackson.
Yeah, I like Suge Knight Jackson. Yeah, I like him. I think he's good for the SWAC. I think he's good for HBCU football.
He's definitely a solid coach. I give him that. Like I appreciate his energy.
I really do. I think he's good for I think he's good for HBCU football. I think he's good for the overall HBCU football, but he's most definitely good for the SWAC. because he come in with confidence. He want him. The team believe in him. Man, I don't think Prairie View ever believed like they believe this year.
Well, you got to think about it, bro, because at the beginning of the year, like nobody from the PV side expected PV to remotely even be in the SWAC championship, let alone the Celebration Bowl. How the season started out. And then you're in position to compete for the SWAC championship. Then you win the SWAC championship. Co-champions, I'm just going to say that. Bama State co-champion. Shout out to E-Rob. You position yourself to win the HBCU national title, and then it's like whatever preparation you had in the last few weeks of the regular season, it's almost like the OC and the DC forgot about that. You forgot about what got them to that point, and that's what I am struggling to understand. Like, bro, you got yourself to this point, and then all of a sudden you forgot about it.
Yeah. It's exactly, man. Yeah, they should have won that game. Well, I'm gonna just say something. When Jackson State lost to Prairie View, that hurt. That took a lot out of me. Seeing my second favorite quarterback of all time, period. Not just HBCU, the general go down like that. My second favorite quarterback ever, behind Steve McNair. Saw him go down the SWAC championship game and Jackson State lose. Now that bothered me. I wanted Prairie View to win, but this don't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, they had the opportunity. Shout out to G Boom, man. He said PB12 was believing since January. Nah, bro, don't do that. The PB12 was not believing in January, bro. They were not. Like, don't do that. Like, in January, PB12 was not expecting to be in the Celebration Bowl. Nobody
He expected his expectations was
only him. Only him. Like, there was nobody from the PV fan base. Even Coach Jackson was not talking about Celebration Bowl in January, bro. Like, let's not do that. Like, let's not get carried away. I'm going to say again, I think they had a wonderful opportunity to represent the institution and the conference as a formidable opponent. And I think the moment got too big for them.
Mm-hmm.
They got up 21 and they got way too comfortable instead of saying, hey, I am trying to let my opponent know we are not in the same space. I think that's what happened. And I hate that for them. Because based off of what we saw in the first half, we should be seeing the ticker tape and the announcements of saying PV is the HBCU national champions. That's what it should be. I am struggling to find any other team who has been up 21 in a championship game who has lost it. If it has happened, I am unaware of it.
Wait a minute, bro. This is a bar right here. A backup QB got you 40 points in the championship game.
Right.
A backup QB came in the second quarter.
Right. This is what I'm saying. We ain't talking about this ain't QB1. This ain't QB1. This is backup. This is a kid who, probably came into the game just thinking, I'm not going to play because the game might be tight. I'm just, I got my jersey on. I'm out here warming up, knowing I'm not gonna play, but I'm just out here representing. Nah, they was like, yo, I need you to go in and do that for me.
So I'm gonna tell you, I called my aunt today. I called her today. She's a Prairie View alum, class of '91 from Prairie View. She I told her, I was telling the score. She asked me, she said, "Who lost? So who won?" I said, "Well, y'all didn't win." She's like, "Well, hell, for what Prairie View been through, shoot, this is the best. That's the best type of news that they can get right now, man." But at the end of the day, we can't go back. We can't say, well, yeah, y'all still lost. Y'all lost 80 games in a row. That's over and done with. That's long gone now. We're not gonna talk about that no more. We're not gonna talk about that no more. The boys won the SWAC.
This is a different PV team.
Yeah, way different PV team. Way different PV team. But shout out to Cam Peters for four touchdown passing, 1 rushing, 435 yards of total offense.
Facts. He dangerous.
Not even 430. He almost had 450 yards of total offense in the game.
Bro, he dangerous. Like,
and if he come back next year, he.
But see, that's that's another topic. Does he return to PV? Like, is he? And I'm not saying that he's not loyal to PV. He's not loyal to Coach Jackson. But in this day and age with NIL, you have a lot of programs who are cherry picking from the HBCU level. Like, they know where the talent is. Like, let's not overlook that. So you got coaches who are like, yo, hey, I got a spot on my roster for you, right? Once you come over here and, slide for me, you're like, I can help you out. Because these kids understand that they have a perspective that NFL teams only draft from FBS institutions.
Hold on. Now, I'm not a PV fan.
Ooh.
I'm not a PV fan. I grew up in a household with a PV alum. I was this close. When I graduated high school, I was this close to going to Prairie View. I was this close to going to Prairie View, playing in the Marching Storm, and graduating from the Hill. Until my stepdaddy was like, let me take you over here to the west side of Jackson. Let me show you this school over here called Jackson State University. And you know what made my decision? I said I want to when I go to a football game, I actually want to go to a game where I win.
I mean, that's respect. I mean, back then, PV wasn't really rocking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. And then, like I said, Prairie View was within my family. My aunt went to Prairie View. My niece is at Prairie View right now. I got family members that went, like more family members went to Prairie View. Just the same way about Grambling. My niece is at Grambling. Her cousins went to Grambling. It's family. It's like I say, it's always gonna be a family affair with me. Yeah, I got people that went to Paul Quinn. I got folks that went to Old Bishop College.
Ooh.
I had a cousin with of course, my cousin went to Alcorn. I had another cousin with the Howard.
You all over the place.
Yeah, all over the place. My nephew I have a nephew.
Can I get a Bama State in here somewhere?
Now we're close. I don't know. My niece wanted. She was thinking about going to Bama State. The one that's at Grambling. She was thinking about Bama State.
Ooh.
She, my daughter's cousin, my oldest daughter's cousin, Langston, graduated from Langston. Come on now. We all over the place.
Facts. I like
and
it.
And if my mama's on this line, she gonna rock with the 3 schools because for one, that's where her son went to school at, and then two, her 2 granddaughters go to school at their respective universities.
Tell moms if you want to tap in some good ribs, Bama State undefeated. You better ask them MEAC fans that came down and tapped in with Bama State. I don't play at all. I don't play. You can snatch the bones out my ribs, bro. I mean, look, bro. I think it's good. I think it's good where we are right now in this space, right? I think Coach Jackson has PV in a good position. And if he stays, because again, I mean, we know schools are gonna come call him, especially if he keep winning. They're gonna come call him, whether it be Group of 5, whatever it is. Like they're gonna come call him. You know what I'm saying? I think at the end of the day, the most important part for HBCU spaces is to find a coach who can come in and change the culture, right? But also motivate the young men to understand that, listen, we may not have the resources as our counterparts, but we have another type of culture that our counterparts cannot deliver under any circumstances, right? So you think of fans saying that, oh, I'm here for the halftime show. Bro, imagine when your program is winning and the halftime show is rocking, right? And it didn't matter what it is, whether it's Kentucky State or Edward Waters, whatever it is. If the football team is good and the halftime show is rocking, you got butts in seats and people want to be there, right? I mean, because a lot of our institutions have had their down years where fans didn't show up to the game. Fans showed up just for halftime. Fan was performing. Football team wasn't good. And then they tapped out. But when you start putting good product together and then connecting it with the halftime show, like, listen, we put up a great first half. Hang on, halftime is coming, but stay tuned because we got a lot more coming. That's what's important. And so for PV, you got to capitalize off of that. And, I know the running joke, PV don't have 12 fans or whatever. I'm sure they got more than that. But if Coach Jackson stays there and start putting up numbers, yeah, it's going to be more PV fans. And I will say, if you are a PV alum and you haven't been to a PV game in the last 5,
you are doing a disservice to
right. That's on you.
University.
That's on you, bro. Like, because it doesn't matter if they're winning or not. It doesn't matter if they're winning or not. Like, you have to support. Like, some years that Bama State wasn't winning, but I was still tapped in. Because at the end of the day, man, it's about the kids, about the program, it's about the brand. So you have to tap in. Because the kids who would sign up, they want to see that the fans are there. Like, a lot of kids thrive off of, okay, the stadium is packed. You know what I'm saying? That's why I respect Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? In the vet, rocking. Like, man, y'all could be playing the boys club. Y'all could be playing the boys club, and there's a packed stadium, and it's like, yo, y'all come out like this for the boys club? Like y'all didn't even leave no seats for the people who support the boys club. That's what I respect, because that's what's important. And that's what I am saying. So in order to have games that are televised, big platforms, ESPN, ABC, CBS, whatever it is, they're not going to invest to send their crew to a stadium and the capacity is only at 25%. They want to see it packed out. So if it's Bowie versus Fayetteville, and let's say the stadium capacity is 10,000, but there's only 4,000 people there,
they don't want to come out.
They don't want to come out, man. Like, they want to see it's jam packed. Like, we legit got folks who are begging to get in. They want to see no bleachers, no seats empty. We can't frame it off of, well, when Western Michigan plays Miami of Ohio, that's their schools. That's them smaller white schools. No. You have to show up. If it's Graham Fam versus Pine Bluff, there don't need to be no seats available. There don't need to be no seats available. Whether it be a home game for Graham, whether it be a home game for Pine Bluff. Like, no seats available. Like, standing room only.
Woo, I'm tripping out now when they shoot. As soon as that state did not make the Celebration Bowl, everything was getting canceled. Boy,
real talk.
Hotels, they had to switch. They had to switch it up.
Real talk. But again, that means it should have been PV fans was like, hey, yo, y'all ain't going. Like, look, let's swap these reservations around. Like, let me get that from you. Like, you didn't even have to worry about Marriott or whatever the company is. Like, look, you should have been handling that on the back end. You should have been handling that on the back end. You can't tell me that PV ain't got more fans than that. The same thing with Valley. Like, okay, Valley is a smaller institution. But, bro, you supposed to lock in with people, man, and be like, look, I'm tapping in with you. Let me get that reservation from you. That's what counts. Because, again, it doesn't matter how rich our tradition is. If there's not butts in seats, they seem to think that we're not interested. And we can't just show up. And don't get me wrong. Let me back up a minute. I say the same thing every year at Bama State tailgate. We have a tent. It's set up. We go out, cook, do all that other good stuff. But I give pure hell to a dude who has graduated from Bama State and pull up with an Alabama or Auburn tent on Alabama State campus. Like, bro, you are disrespectful, because drive me to Tuscaloosa or drive me to Auburn, Alabama, and show me where there's a Alabama State tent set up on that campus doing a Alabama home game or Auburn home game.
They don't like each other like that.
Right. Like, bro, like I'm saying, like, if you at Bama State home game, why are you pulling out an Auburn tent that has Auburn branding on it on this campus? This campus right here, because make no mistake about it, Auburn is not coming to Alabama State to play a football game at all. At all. Neither is Alabama. So why are you setting up your Auburn or Alabama tent and you've graduated from Bama State, or your kids have graduated from Bama State, or whatever? If we're gonna be anything, let's be for real. And it may sound like it's petty, but again, if I drive up to an Alabama home game or an Auburn home game, I ain't seeing no Bama State tent at the tailgate section at all. That would be the same if you at a Jackson State game, right? You at Jackson State tailgate, and somebody got a damn Ole Miss tent up.
Boy, that shit will never happen at a Jackson State game.
Man,
we're gonna go. I'm about to shut this thing down. Shout out to my man Kobe and Tuck. The Bliss City podcast boys over there. They hype. They on one. They looking for Lionel.
Lionel got to get smoked.
Lionel got to get this smoke.
He deserve it. He talked a lot of big trash. He deserve it, and he should welcome it with open arms. Lionel, if you're listening, brother, I'm just asking, at what point, when y'all were up 21, at what point did you know that this game wasn't going to go in your favor? I love you, brother, but I'm just saying. At what point did you know that this game wasn't going to go in your favor because your coach was playing with scared money? He had house money and he played very scared. I'm just asking. These are the facts. Don't run from it. Accept it, brother. We love you. We'll hug you when we see you. But, brother, y'all played scared. Shout out to Chuck in the chat, bro.
Ricard, what's up, man? We back again.
I'm sorry about that, man. Every time I get on my phone, I'm out and about. Somebody tend to call or have technical difficulties. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something. Look, I'm a firm believer in the best team don't always win, right? You were looking at the Celebration Bowl today, and I know South Carolina State is the HBCU national champ, but you were really looking at the third and fourth best teams play, whatever order you want to put them in. In all honesty,
facts.
People kept saying they would like to see a healthy Jackson State beat either one of those teams by 3 touchdowns. A healthy Alabama State beat either one of those teams by 3 touchdowns. When everybody kept saying, see, if we don't need the divisions, Alabama State and Jackson State could have been playing for the SWAC championship. Yeah, Alabama State and Jackson State could have been playing for the Celebration Bowl too, in all honesty. Both teams healthy. It was head and shoulders above both of those teams. And that's not a knock to anything to what South Carolina State did. Shout out to South Carolina State. And shout out to Prairie View for being SWAC champs. Shout out to South Carolina State for winning the MEAC and the Celebration Bowl. But we were looking at the third and fourth best teams in HBCU football. Watching this game let you know the best team don't always win. Even though it was a good game, and that don't mean they didn't have good teams.
Oh, we got a PV person up there. We got another PV person up in here. Hey, y'all had a good game. You had a good game. Good season. Good season. Nobody didn't expect that.
No, you know what? But I'm
at the wrong time.
And I hope they can. I'm gonna tell you, Coach Tremaine Suge Knight Jackson, when he stood there, when he got that job, and he said, "I don't want to be the best in the SWAC West. I ain't just trying to be the best in the SWAC or the best HBCU. I want to be the best. Period." That's when I said that's the type of coaches that HBCUs need. I don't want to just be considered the best black. I want to be better than everybody. Not saying that he's gonna get there at Prairie View. Not saying that's what he's gonna get, but he's on the right path to being one of them. If not the best, one of the best in all of FCS.
Facts. Facts. If he stayed there long enough, I wouldn't be surprised if they are holding a national championship. If he stays there and he continues the momentum that he has, if he can build on it, he 100% is in the driver's seat because they did what needed to be done. Like they turned it on at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And again, I hate it for PV fans. The fans who were consistent and supported, I hate it for them because this was their moment. This is their moment to celebrate. This is Coach Jackson's moment to celebrate. Shout out to Coach Jackson, man. You know, I think they played a hell of a game. I think, you know, they probably should have took some timeouts a little bit earlier and regrouped, but they didn't. But yeah, it was an opportunity.
Like you said earlier, my brother, they got scared. They started playing not to lose instead of to win. Because I'm gonna go back to that 3rd and 3 in overtime, and you don't even try to get a first down.
Facts.
I don't know who their OC is. That's one of the dumbest play calls I have seen. Like, how you don't try to get a first down? It's not like you're running out of time. It's not like 1 second on the clock.
Facts.
You in overtime, and you just try to set up for a field goal. If he
it's like they were afraid. They were afraid.
Yep. If he make it, you look like a genius. He didn't make it. Now you're sitting over there looking dumb as hell.
Again, you were up 21. So go back to what was working for you in the first half that got you up 21. That's what you go back to, right? Especially if you've kind of gotten away from that and South Carolina State is not expecting it. You go back to what was working. You go back to your bread and butter. If you know whether it's quarterback power, whatever it is, if you know it's working, you treat it like Novocaine. Treat it like Novocaine. Give it some time. It'll work. And for whatever reason, they just it's like they forgot about what was working, and they had house money to bet on, and they forgot about it. That's what happened.
Yeah. Who's your team, my man?
Oh, I'm Alabama State through and through.
Oh, you Alabama State. Oh, okay.
I'm Alabama State through and through. Like I wanted PV to win with the SWAC, but as I watched the game progress, I saw where PV was making mistakes in their play call, formation, timeout usage. And it's like, bro, you got them back against the wall. Mm-hmm. Don't let up now. Like, if you let up now, like in so many ways, it's almost like you gave them an opportunity to come back.
Yeah. And
like when you're supposed to drive them in the ground.
I'm sorry. I thought you had stopped, man. My bad.
No, you good. You good. Go ahead.
And you're right on defense. And I'm going to tell you what South Carolina State figured out, and I'll give Chennis Berry and his staff their credit. What they figured out in that second half, the middle of the field is wide open on that defense. The middle of the field is wide open on that defense. Go back. They was hitting them crosses. They was hitting them in the middle of the field.
With a 3-3-5 defense, I don't even know how that's even possible.
Man, look, I'm going to tell you something. I was watching another FCS game because I watch the teams on our level. I don't watch that P4 nonsense. I watch the teams on our level, right? And they was running running that 3-3-5. The middle of the field was wide open. I forget who it was I was watching. the middle of the field was wide open.
Facts. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so on the FBS level, I'm a Michigan fan. When Rich Rodriguez took over at Michigan and he hired a DC and he came to run the 3-3-5. Listen, to run the 3-3-5, your down linemen and your linebackers have to be psychotic madmen, because they are the ones who put fear in the hearts of the offensive line, running backs, and quarterbacks to get rid of the ball or don't hand it off to me. Then it allows your secondary to roam and do what they need to do. And if you have a 3-3-5 defense, whether you shift out to a 4-2-5, whatever it is, running that defense, like, everybody has to understand that this is not really what you want. So I'm going to show you what you want, and I'm going to make you pay for it. And for whatever reason, South Carolina State was getting off when they should have been punished. But again, like, as a receiver, if you come across the middle, you run a drag route, whatever it is, I need you to know when you catch the football, you're going to need to take an ice bath. You need to take an ice bath, bro. Like, because I am letting you know that that's your last catch of the day. You can go ahead and hang it up and let the coach know, like, look, coach, I'm good. Them drag routes, that ain't it. You're going to have to give me an option route. Like, give me a go route.
Some of them wasn't even drag routes. They'll just run to the middle, turn around, just sit down in the middle. They open.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
you got to let them receivers know, like, coach, my boy, I believe in your play calling. And I just want to let you know that they got a different type of helmet out here. I don't even know what kind of helmets they have. I don't even know if them helmets are even legal.
And you know something else South Carolina State did in that second half that Jackson State never made the adjustment and did? South Carolina State stopped trying to run the ball to the outside. Prairie View defensive fast. South Carolina State started running that ball up the middle. That helped South Carolina State too, because Prairie View is not big. They're fast. Prairie View, South Carolina State started running up the middle. Jackson State never made the adjustment. Jackson State just called a play for Ahmad Miller to get to the outside, and he lost 2 yards. They just did that.
Because again, you think about it, the 3-3-5 is not that's a passing defense. That's not a run stop defense, right?
But if you have the personnel, like, you look at Prairie View, you see what their defensive line, they biggest dude, that nose tackle is good. It got to be a good 320. He got to be a good 320, but pushing.
No, they said 375 today.
375, and he was stopping everything. It was one play. I'm talking about he hit the running back cold in the backfield, about 3 yards back in the backfield, made him change directions. And you know what that does? They get your linebackers to flow to the ball.
Again, that's when your D lineman. That's when your D lineman will let them know this ain't it. You know, so when them offensive linemen and the running back go to the huddle, like, hey, bro, like, I know y'all was pulling right there. I know y'all was blocking down, but my boy just knocked me in the next week. And I just want y'all to know that we need to run some play action because they're really not having it. And it's just 3 of them over there. That's why them 3 down linemen need to be complete maniacs. Like,
you gotta be a fool, because you gotta take up space. You gotta. You're not sacking the quarterback or nothing like that. You are there to occupy space. You are there to take on double teams. Your ends are doing center. Your ends are probably doing a tackle guard block. Your center probably going after the center. Your nose tackle probably doing the center guard, and then your other end is probably taking on the other tackle.
Facts.
Or it could be all around. You ain't into that, and especially if it was one play I seen where the 3 down linemen doing what they do, open up the floodgates. What they was doing, the linebackers was spying. They still had they two insides. They had the middle, and I think it was the strong side linebacker. All they did was just shoot the gap.
But see, that was in the first half, though, right?
That was in the first half, yeah, because they got 3 sacks. They got 3 sacks on them.
But then in the second half, when South Carolina State stopped trying to get to the outside, I'm just talking about their running back. When they just said we gonna take it up the middle, they were able to run the ball on Prairie View. Prairie View got that one big dude. That's it, and they were able to run the ball up the middle. But let me ask y'all a question, man. Now I ain't saying no cheating, cause no game. I ain't saying nobody cheated. But what the hell wrong with the HBCU referee, man? Don't ever want to look at nothing. Everybody saw that was clearly a fumble on the South Carolina State side of the 50 with about a minute left to play. In fact, they never, man. I'm talking about
that fumble right there.
They never look at nothing. I'm like, man.
It was like they was ready to go. They were ready to go, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, when you look at it, if this and this is no shade, but if this is on the FBS level, if this is a championship game, they dead ass going to a timeout. Like TV timeout. Like, we need to really look at this, and there is no way.
Yeah,
you look at that and then say,
They did it all season against Jackson State in the championship game on that 139 where they completed one pass. Prairie View did. And Reed Pullman was like he didn't catch the ball. TC called timeout. They still didn't look at it. Like, we done already said it's a catch. Ain't no need of us looking at it. Like, they did it all season. Like, dude, I know you got to be able to pretend. Like, look, dude, we don't want these referees. No, don't send us we gonna get our own referees. Because the referees y'all sending us, they failed every referee class they went to.
Bro, I mean, when you look at it, like, you asking a question, like, bro, like, what are you even looking at? Because there's no way that you see this, like, this evidence. I mean, because if you're in a replay situation, it's just you and the camera. You got the booth up top. They looking at it. You looking at it. Y'all talking. Like, at what point, man, do you say, oh, yeah, that's a catch. Oh, no, that's not a fumble. Like, bro, like, it's obvious. Like, it's right here for everybody to see.
The worst referees, I'm talking about, man, and they did this. And they did it all season, man. It's like the referees don't care about the HBCU, man. We ain't going through all that looking at this play, man. And our whoever, our commissioner, our athletic directors, our commissioner, whoever, we gonna have to start. They have to start saying something about the refereeing, man, because the refereeing can change. Even if you say they ain't cheating. Yeah, because I'm going
trajectory of a game.
Because how you don't know if they because Prairie View was rolling in the first half. How you don't know Prairie View score again in that first half if they call that fumble?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you get this is in a clutch situation for PV and South Carolina State. This is a clutch situation. You know, toward the end of the game, it's like, yo, did he cross the plane with ball secured? Like, did you really not see the ball coming? And it's like, I get it. You got caught up in the moment. You call it on the field, but when you have time to go back and review it, Like
Yeah.
this, aside from live action, like you get to see it for yourself. Aside from anybody else, it's like, bro, like you legit robbed an institution out of a championship. And again, I will say, I think PV lost the game in the third quarter. I don't think they lost in overtime. They lost in the third quarter because this game should have been decided well before the fourth quarter even got here.
I absolutely agree.
And I'm just saying that as a coach, you can never, under any circumstances, allow a game to be decided by the refs. Like it needs to be, we up 50-0, bro. So if you just give them a little touchdown, I mean, it is what it is. Like you probably got my defense pissed off because we were trying to lay a goose egg, but the game was already decided a long time ago. But when it's a close game and you start picking sides, yeah, that's when I got a problem with the reffing, bro.
Well, that's another thing right there. They lost it when they stopped being aggressive.
Facts.
You lost the aggressiveness in the game. You lost the game right there.
Again,
then you try to be aggressive when your back was against the wall.
Right. Again, run up the score, bro. Like run it up. This ain't about embarrassing nobody. I'm just letting you know we ain't the same.
Yeah, because I do think Prairie View had the better team, at least in one half anyway. In one half Prairie View had the better team. But like I said, man, even in that overtime, when they settled for that field goal and didn't try to get a first down, I mean, like I said, my homeboy, we on the phone because I got to tell him what's going on because he live in another country and he couldn't watch the game. So we watching out like, man, they finna because he a Norfolk State dude, so he pulling for the MEAC. I said, man, these people finna score. These people finna win, even though I don't think that was a score, but I said, man, these people finna score and went then I don't know what kind of play that was they called. You know what? Yes, I do. That's the play they called all game on Jackson State. Let the quarterback run. Jackson State was not prepared for that. But seemed like South Carolina State was prepared for the quarterback to take off running. Like that play didn't have a chance. He didn't have nobody he could throw it to. If the run don't work on that last play of the game, if the run don't work, that's it. Because the quarterback got the ball in his hand, but you ain't got no receivers out.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
So
that's
the
what I'm
run
saying. Like whatever's working, whatever worked in the first half, go back to that. And they didn't do that.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes, man, when them folks, when they have stolen the momentum from you, what you was doing to work, you can't even go back to that because they have taken all the momentum.
Bro, they had the game in their hands. Yeah. They could have sealed the deal in the third quarter, but they gave it up, and then fourth quarter came around, and again, you know, from the HBCU space, I would tell any HBCU coach that is listening, and any HBCU coach who decides to go back and listen to this, you need to invest in special teams players. Find you a kicker who can nail you one from 40 to 50 yards out. There's no exception. Like, you can put yourself in position to be up by 3, 6, 9, 12, whatever it is, just off of field goals. And I'm not saying that field goals are interesting. They're exciting. But you can put yourself in a position where this game is out of reach. But you got to invest in it. Like, it's good to invest in quarterback, running back, receiver, defensive player. But special teams players, punters, kickers, long snappers. Like, you can't just let them be an afterthought. Like, you got to invest in them, because if you get an opportunity at the next level, make no mistake about it. Oh, that is a part of winning. And if you don't, it'll show. Look at Virginia Tech. For a long time, Virginia Tech was special teams. You block field goals, punts, punt return, whatever it is. Find you a special teams player, bro, and get and position yourself.
Hey, look, that dude from Prairie View missed them field goals today against Jackson State. He didn't miss nothing. That's how they beat Jackson State. They field goal Jackson State to death.
Facts, bro. Think about it, man. This kid got to go back to campus, right? He got to go back to campus.
Oh, they done with class.
You see what I'm saying? Well, but I'm saying, like, if this kid is not an upperclassman, right?
He's a freshman.
Okay,
he's a true freshman.
True freshman, right? All that pressure was on you. What that look like for you when you come back to campus, and folks are looking at you like,
this nigga done lost us the game.
Facts.
But then he won it. He won it against Jackson State though.
No, but think about it. Winning against Jackson State, great. But we talking about for it all. Like Ski Mask on. You had your opportunity and you blew it. Think about what that does for that kid's mentality, right? That's why you have to invest in special teams players to know that, look, I can nail 50 and 45-yard field goals in my sleep. Like, I do this on a regular basis. That's why you can't just have, I mean, because you got to think about it. Like, you put this kid in position where you haven't been in this position all year long outside of Jackson State game. Right? But if this kid is hitting 40 and 50-yard bombs all season long, he ice water in the championship game because he used to it. Because you got fans cheering, game on the line. He ice water. But if you put him in last part of the season, like, look, I need you to go out here and win this for me. You basically just put all the pressure on him.
You know who got a field goal kicker that drill them type of kicks you talking about?
With
Mississippi Valley State.
That's what I'm saying.
Valley State got one. I said then what? I saw him kick a 58-yard against Tarleton State.
That's what I'm saying. Find you a kicker, bro. They dead ass looking for scholarships, bro. I'm telling you, like, go find a soccer player.
Yeah,
internationally.
If you have a soccer team, if you have a men's soccer team, you're right. Go find you a soccer player. You are absolutely right.
Go find you a soccer player and say, hey, I got this scholarship right here. I just need you to make these kicks from time to time. Practice it. We good. Man, that kid saves your job as a head coach. That kid puts your program in a winning position. This ain't just an afterthought, man. Like, it just same with a punter.
Mm-hmm.
You want a punter who gonna give you, if you backed up in your own red zone, you don't want a punter who's just gonna give you a 30, 40-yarder. No. I need my boy kicking with the wind, and he putting that bad boy on the 8-yard line on the opposite side of the field.
You mean talking about if you want you a kicker, you need to get you a Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah. You need you a kicker who gonna be like, yo, we flipping the field. In order for y'all to score, y'all gonna have to earn it.
Look, man, I'm about to get off here, man. Nice meeting you, Mr. Bama State. Doc, right, it's been good. Because I'm finna walk inside this store. But Doc, I want to do a lot, man. Look, I want to hold a conversation with somebody about all these players hopping in the portal, man.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that too, man.
So, are you gonna talk about that tonight?
Probably tomorrow, because
and I'll be listening because that's That's crazy. I'm gonna be honest. I think our players, our young men, is being told the wrong thing. And I also believe. See, I'm a little older than y'all. I'm 54. So I remember the late 80s, mid to late 80s, when they started giving black kids a couple dollars to come sit their bench, not to keep them from going to a HBCU.
Talk
I
heavy.
remember, I remember that they're doing the same thing now, bro. It's the same thing. Like how many tackles did the kid from Grambling make at Georgia this year? I'll wait. How many catches did Isaiah Spencer have? I'll wait. How many
Talk
catches did the
heavy.
dude from UAP from that went to Oklahoma? How many catches he had? I'll wait. Dude, they didn't want you out of high school. Our kids are being used, and we telling our kids, yeah, man, as long as you can get the bag. No, we lying to our children. We ain't telling them the truth. Ain't nobody gonna see you sitting on that bench. And that's just a fact.
You talking heavy. You talking
Nobody gonna see
heavy.
you sitting on that. Nobody gonna see you sitting on the bench. Being the defensive player of the year in the SWAC look way better than having one tackle on Georgia team and don't make the travel team.
You talking heavy. I ain't gonna even lie. Doc, you know me, bro. You know how I feel about it.
We
But
want to see
I'm gonna
my
get off
people
here.
there.
But we gonna talk about that. Doc, I'm gonna be listening to you tomorrow. Thank you for. But I'm in this store, man. Let me get off here, man. I got to finish getting this stuff for my boxing gym. All right.
All right. But nah, he talking right.
He talking heavy, bro. Like, hey,
Oh shit. Fernando Mendoza wins the Heisman over Diego Pavia.
I
But
mean,
then again, he's part of the number one team in the nation.
I mean, you can't well, let me say this. They didn't play anybody. However, they didn't lose either. Yeah. I mean, if you just want to say the best player on the best team, yeah, that's it. But Diego Pavia, solid cat, but I don't think he did enough to win the Heisman. I think if Vanderbilt runs the table,
I think
he
if they
wins
would
the
have beat
Heisman.
Alabama,
Yeah, I think he wins the Heisman easy.
easy.
But Mendoza did what he had to do, and his team helped position him to be there. And I mean, you can't take nothing away from him. I mean, if they don't run the table, it is what it is. But he did what he had to do to win the Heisman. I will say, like, I'm interested to know who wins the Walter Payton Award. I'm definitely interested to win, to see who wins the Walter Payton Award, who wins the Aeneas Williams Award. In the HBCU space, if it's been given out, I hadn't tapped in yet, but I'm looking forward to that because our spaces are just as critical as these other people.
Who's the HBCU player of the year? Andrew Body.
Bro.
And he did that in 8 games.
8 games. Bro, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I was there for that UAB game, bro, and I ain't gonna even lie to you. UAB fans,
they was pissed, wasn't they?
If you're listening, y'all know I was on your sideline with Bama State gear on, letting you know he different. This ain't the player that you thought was just gonna come in here and lay down. I ain't even lie to you, bro. At that game, I had a UAB fan dead ass tap me on the shoulder and was like, "Oh, we didn't know this is the player that y'all had on your roster." So, player of the year, yeah, I'll probably give it to Body. I hate that he got injured. But yeah, dead ass. Dead ass. Like
What up,
body
Blue?
hands down. Dead ass. Body, it's kind of hard to not give the award to Body. And I'm not saying this as an Alabama State fan.
No, he did what he's supposed to do.
It's like when you look at the product and how he elevated a program. If he doesn't get injured, I think Body rushes for 1,000.
Yeah. I mean, you have to say Andrew Body was he already won an HBC Player of the Year award. Yeah. He won it. He did it. What he did this season was in 8 games. 8.
Facts. And it wasn't like the play calling was necessarily geared toward him. Like just his athleticism, the way he plays, his style of play. I'll say this, and I'm being completely honest with you. If he leaves Bama State, I'm not surprised.
He coming back.
Facts. Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, because kids, change their mind. And you think about like this kid is, bro. If you put Andrew Body on some FBS programs, he changes the entire dynamic of their offense.
If they give him a chance.
If they give him a chance.
If you give him a chance. Like I said, I don't want to go to a big pond and be a guppy. I want to be a great white shark in this goddamn pond right here.
Right.
So that's what I want. I don't want, like, literally, I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, if people say, well, he took the, they throw him a bag, but do he really got to take the bag? Does he enjoy being at Bama State? I mean,
I think Bama State is just a solid environment, man. Like, and again, I'm not saying this because I'm a Bama State fan and I am from Montgomery. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I think, like, where do you go? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you go? And if you want to talk about the bag or whatever, like, where do you go to make yourself more marketable for the NFL? Like, where do you go? Not Alabama, not Auburn, not Troy, not Jacksonville State, Georgia, Florida. Any of the schools is just within proximity. Like, where do you go to make yourself more marketable? Right? Because his skill set is different. Like, yes, like you can put him on FBS rosters, and yet I would bank my money on him. But because the kid is proven. He can ball.
Yeah.
But I just don't see where you go outside of Bama State to prove any more than it's already been stated.
So he had, whoever asked me said he had about his passing stats. He had 2,112 yards on 70% completion, 24 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So, God damn, they got their ass whooped.
Name a quarterback in the country who's only thrown 1 interception.
Ain't too many.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that means this kid has made the conscious decision that he's going to protect the football. And if I'm not mistaken, bro, that interception was at UAB, bro. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think that interception was at UAB. That means in conference, I ain't give the ball up to nobody in the conference. That says a lot. That says a lot. So if I am a coach who's trying to cherry pick him from Bama State, that means I gotta come with something different than just playing time. Because currently, like where he is, like there's a level of comfort outside of the bag and atmosphere and all that good stuff. Like you have to present something else. Like make no mistake about it. Like a lot of FBS programs were knocking down Andrew Body's door when he came out of high school.
Nope.
And what's sad is you in the state of Texas, bro. Bro, we talking about in the state of Texas, bro. When I looked up his high school stats, I'm like,
he's fifth all time passing in Texas high school football history.
Facts. I'm like, oh, so none of y'all consider this kid at all? Baylor, TCU, Texas, A&M, Rice, SMU, y'all good? Y'all quarterback situation that straight that this kid right here is not even up for consideration? Maybe I'm missing something, but Texas Southern got a gym. And I appreciate
and fumble how they used them too.
Right. But I also appreciate that E-Rob was able to go grab him out and say, look, we got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that says a lot about that type of kid. Like, there ain't a lot of kids that have, again, out of the state of Texas, bro. Out of all of the kids who have come out of the state of Texas, who have put up those kind of numbers, I ain't gonna say it's because he's black, but I mean, let's look at the facts. If he was white, is Andrew Body under recruited in the state of Texas or no?
Oh, that pick was against us. Because remember, he came in the game, he hadn't thrown no pick. He didn't throw a pick at UAB. He threw the pick against us. That was his first. That was his first.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so all right, one pick in the SWAC, right? You show up against an FBS opponent.
And
like you got it, bro.
And you had over 500. You had over 500 yards of total offense,
bro. He had UAB fans sweating bullets. I don't even lie to you. Again, if Andrew Body pulls a rabbit out of the hat, Trent Dilfer is fired week 2.
Nigga, Trent Dilfer is fired when he walk into the office.
Bro, they probably wouldn't even let him get back on the bus. Like, look, dog, the campus is right down the road, but look, you can't ride back with us because you just lost. And here's the thing, bro. That UAB Bama State game, in terms of crowd volume, in terms of Bama State and people that they play, who they play all year, probably in
y'all over that stadium,
bro. I'm trying to find somewhere to park. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Like, this is Bama State, UAB. Here's the UAB fans don't really. They're not a football institution, right? But I'm seeing a lot of Montgomery tags. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, my people up here for real. Like, they tapped in. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm sitting on UAB side because I need to see it from a different angle. UAB fans were sweating bullets most of the game. So that lets you know this is the type of show that this kid can put on. This kid he's special. He's special. Like, you know, people will say, well, UAB is not necessarily a FBS dominant opponent. But when we look at the context of how people consider FBS teams and HBCU teams playing, people go in expecting the FBS team to blow them out. That ain't what this was.
Yeah,
It was some UAB fans that was taking some shots, bro. They was like, yo, pass me that whiskey because I didn't know this was going to be the type of game we had.
They were like this. Give it that bottle.
Facts. Facts.
Hey,
because
man.
they put on the show.
Man, we're going to get up out this thing right here. Shoot. We're going to talk about some transfer portal news and tomorrow. We're going to talk about Division II playoffs. Oh, they was fighting between Ferris State and Newberry today.
Did Ferris State win?
Yeah, Ferris State won. Nope, no, I don't know. Man. Yeah, Ferris State won. They was blowing their ass out. Pause.
Sonic Boom C98. Don't hate, bro. Body does not need to bounce. Don't do that. Don't do that. Doc, I'm out. Hit me up, bro.
I got you, man.
All right, bro. I see you.
All right, bro. All right. Well, man. Everybody in the space said Biden need to go and just say, get the hell up out of here. I don't know. I'm gonna be like this. Oh well. Oh well. You want to be the man, you got to beat the man. Ooh. But yeah, man. HBCU football the season has ended. Prairie View takes a L in the Celebration Bowl, 40-38 to South Carolina State. South Carolina State wins the Celebration Bowl, second time in the last 4 years. Second Celebration Bowl win in the last 4 years. Third Celebration Bowl appearance in the last 4 years. Hey, it was a good season. Now I'm getting ready for post-game All-Star games, post-All-Star games. So, So we got a lot of things to do. You got the transfer portal jumping. Get ready to jump. Shout out to Fernando Mendoza for winning the Heisman. John Cena's last match is tonight on Saturday night main event. And yes, I am going to watch it. Why? Because I'm a wrestling fan. First bowl, second bowl game of the season, Washington versus Boise State. That's get ready to come on now. Let's see. High school football, Texas high school football. Shout out to South Oak Cliff. Took care of business last night against Melissa at the Cotton Bowl. They going back to the chip. They're going back to Arlington. 5th year in a row, they are doing a rematch against Randall High School out of Richmond, Texas. Big shout out to Frisco Lone Star High School out of Frisco, Texas. Same high school that produced what's my guy's name? Ashton Genty, Marvin Mims, and a one Bruce Mitchell, aka Batman. They came back from 25 down to take care of Alito, 56-52. some games today. Duncanville takes care of business today, of course. But in a nail biter, DeSoto knocks off South Lake Carroll in the state semis. Stopped them in at the 1 yard line, and then turnover on down, and Rod Baker on the next possession and taking it 99 yards to the house to seal the deal for DeSoto. DeSoto will be heading back to the state championship game, Class 6A, Division 2. So the DFW will be represented all well next week. But other than that, that's my spiel for tonight. We'll be talking more about football. Never stops up in here. I'm still going to be looking into that. What FAMU is going to do as far as hiring the next head coach. Sharon Moore, stop messing with those snow bunnies. Get you a Keisha and not a Trish. Hey, I just had to say, y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Hug your loved ones and love on your loved ones. Crash out on your kids and beat them out the penitentiary as always. Y'all know how to do it. My name is Doc Holliday. This is HBCU Saturday night. It is always powered by HBCU Overdrive. Make sure you like the stream, comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. If you're on the Twitter, make sure you hit that follow button. Come on to the YouTube side and hit that subscribe button. Appreciate everybody for rocking with us this whole football season from the end of August all the way to today in mid-December. Y'all have a great weekend and have a great holiday. Be with your loved ones, have fun, and make the memories of it, y'all. Memories. Make sure we keep memories, good memories always. But as always, I'm gonna have to tell y'all know what it is. Y'all be easy, baby. Peace.